Hi, I'm Bugsy and I'm a recovering addict. Today is January 22nd, 2025, and this is your daily affirmation. I can weather any storm. I'm going to get literal before I get metaphorical. And literally, I have lived in all different types of weathers. I've lived on the East Coast, I've lived in the Midwest, I've lived on the West Coast. I've lived through hurricanes, nor'easters, tornadoes, straight winds, earthquake, and fire weathers. And I've seen so many different people handle it in different ways. Here comes the metaphorical part. Sometimes it's in your best interest to pull over and wait out the storm. Because now back to the literal example, I've seen sheets of rain fall down so hard that you can't see the front of your vehicle. And I've also seen people continue driving through that. I was one of them. And I've seen people pull over. I've seen people pull over, wait out the entire storm. I've seen people pull over and wait until it's a little bit better. Now back to metaphorical. In life, we're going to encounter storms that are going to look impossible to get through. And sometimes it is practical to pull over and let it die down till the last drop falls. Sometimes it's in your best interest to wait until it's a little bit less than what it was. Maybe a slight rain or a drizzle, then you can continue on. But sometimes, and I think the people who have gone through addiction, sometimes you realize that this storm is never ending. There may be times where there's a lull, it kind of slows down a little bit. But in addiction, the rain is just chaotic. The storm is just so destructive that there might not be a chance to pull over and wait it out, let it pass. And sometimes you have to decide, is it safer for me to stay here or to barrel forward, face on and head on, just so I can get out of it? Sure, in addiction, there are times where your days get seemingly easier than others comparatively. But I feel like when you're going through something like addiction, getting up and going is the best interest. It's in your best interest. It is the safest choice. Because if you don't leave where you are right now, you will drown. You will die where you are. You have to push forward, push through it, get to the other end, weather that storm. It might be scary. It might be dark. You might not be able to find your way right away. But getting out of that storm is something that you may have to do even when the world is just shattering around you, crumbling beneath you. Once you get out of that storm, you start to see that life is beautiful. The sun does shine past that storm. You'll find yourself in other storms. The rain will start falling again. And those are the times that pulling over and waiting it out, or, waiting until it's a little bit easier for you to get through, may be more practical. But in addiction, sometimes it's not possible. And not everybody gets out of that storm. Unfortunately, there are many people who get stuck in that storm and are too afraid to move. And therefore, the storm takes them. But all in all, at the end of the day, the way you weather your own storm in your life is something that is very personal and intimate to you. But I want to always remind you, I want you to always remember to ask yourself, is it safer for me to stay or to go? Weather your storm in the safest way possible for you. And I hope everyone's doing well out there, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.